Today's horoscope from Academy, Aries, April 20th, 2025. Mars moves into your adventure sector, where it will transit until June 17th. This transit brings smoother, easier energy to your world and encourages a more outgoing, spirited approach. It's a good cycle for doing something that requires new bravery or courage, as this influence tends to release some of your inhibitions. It's an excellent influence for competitive activities on both physical and intellectual levels. Projects that began in November and December may be relaunched or reassessed. You've been focusing much of your energy inward, and you're now starting a more outgoing and adventurous cycle. In the coming weeks, asserting yourself will be easier without stepping on others' toes. Still, the sun will move into your work and health sector tomorrow, and you'll be diversifying, juggling both the routine and non-routine elements of your life. Living a life of lust is just the way you like it. Mighty Mars, the planet of sex, drive, and passion, is sizzling atop the flames of a fellow sign. In the coming days, he will reach out in a trine to majestic Neptune, now spinning in your solar house of true love, dating, and Roma. NCE. This means you'll be absolutely magnetic and have a higher likelihood than any other zodiac sign of finding a soulmate who fulfills you on all levels and keeps you coming back for more. Put yourself out there if you're ready to be on the prowl. Finish what you started. Something you had begun in your professional journey may have been paused since the end of 2024. You could have applied for school, looked into work visas, or something else. Unfortunately, there may have been very little progress throughout winter. Although this has been disheartening, you may feel encouraged to resume your hard work once Mars re-enters Leo. There might be some leftover obstacles in your way, but you can bulldoze right through them during the post-shadow period. Do not let anything stop you from advancing in your professional journey. Your system has been hoping for a transit like the one occurring now, whether you know it or not. The influence of the positions of the planets will help you organize your wellness program for the next few months. The time is now to focus on your body, internally as well as externally. You will be able to think about what you eat from a digestive perspective, as well as a "how do I look" perspective. Learn to eat what is easy to digest. In tarot, it may surprise you to learn that it is the Hermit card that is associated with your life path number. Given your love of being around others, this can seem like a contradiction. Yet, if you look beyond the Hermit's solo lifestyle and into what motivates this character, there are qualities that speak to your life path. The card also represents one who gains through experience, time to themselves, and quiet contemplation. He concerns himself with nothing material, but rather with the things that he can do. When it comes to your life path, this definitely fits on this day. When Mars leaves your financial sector today, apart from the Moon's monthly visits it will remain empty, but only until in less than 7 weeks Jupiter returns to begin your biggest year for financial growth and expansion in over a decade. Meanwhile, Mars is off to have some fun as he not only returns to your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery, but while the Sun is still in a playful and creative part of your chart. With the Sun 2 days away from returning to your busy work sector, this will help to maintain in the right balance between work and play. 2 days before the Sun is due to leave your romantic sector, Mars not only returns to an adventurous part of your chart but into a friendly aspect to dreamy Neptune here. With Mercury, in his early days back in your romantic sector still aligned with the planet of hopes and dreams, Mars' return all of a sudden brings together a mix of romance, passion, and adventure that is anything but fleeting. Aries, the fire you hold today is more steady than wild. Use it with care. Your quote of the day: power becomes peace when directed with purpose. Your color of the day is scarlet, strong and centered. Lucky numbers: 1, 5, 19. A conversation may challenge your perspective. Listen before leaping. A shift in routine brings unexpected insight. Keep your heart open, but your focus sharp. Your presence is more influential than you know. Our eyes in the sky. Let's take a moment together for April 20th, 2025. Whether this day has greeted you with calm or chaos, joy or uncertainty, you're exactly where you need to be right now. And as we move into this reading, allow yourself to slow down for a few minutes. Let this be your little pause in the day, a space where you're invited to reflect, reconnect, and maybe even rediscover something about yourself. Today's cards came through with a really meaningful energy, and I think they might speak to you more personally than you expect. The first card drawn is the Two of Pentacles, a card that often appears when we're juggling multiple responsibilities, or when life feels like a delicate balancing act. You might be managing more than usual right now. Maybe it's work, personal goals, family expectations, or even just keeping your inner world steady in an unpredictable outer one. This card is a reminder that it's okay to take a step back and reassess. What's truly essential? What's draining you unnecessarily? Even if you're someone who's used to keeping all the balls in the air, you don't have to carry it all alone. Sometimes the strongest move is asking for help, or even saying, "Not right now." If you've ever tried walking with your hands full and dropped something minor, only to realize it was what you least needed, that's the spirit of this card. Let go of what's weighing you down so you can carry what matters most with more ease. Next comes the Knight of Cups, bringing a beautifully romantic and heartfelt energy into the day. This card is all about following your heart, creative inspiration, and emotional honesty. You might find yourself drawn towards something or someone in a tender, almost dreamlike way, whether that's a person, a project, or simply an idea that feels emotionally resonant. The Knight of Cups doesn't rush. He moves with feeling and purpose. Think about the last time you followed a hunch or a spark of excitement just because it felt right. Today might be calling you to do more of that. Maybe it's writing down your thoughts, expressing yourself to someone you care about, or even just letting yourself daydream without judgment. Emotional expression is not a weakness, it's a strength. And letting your heart lead, even just a little, could open doors you didn't see before. The third card is the Nine of Wands, and this one speaks to the resilient spirit within you. You may be feeling a bit worn down lately, like you've been pushing through for longer than you expected. But this card doesn't show defeat, it shows persistence. It shows someone who has made it through challenge after challenge and still chooses to stand. If you've been wondering whether you can keep going, this is your sign that yes, you can. But it's also a nudge to protect your energy. You don't have to prove your worth through exhaustion. You've already proven so much by simply being here, continuing forward. Picture yourself as a tree that's weathered many storms. Maybe some leaves are tattered, but your roots are deeper than ever. Give yourself credit for everything you've endured and how far you've come. Then we're met with the Fool, and I absolutely love seeing this after the Nine of Wands. The Fool brings in fresh air, a sense of renewal, innocence, and bold beginnings. It's that beautiful reminder that no matter what's come before, today can be a starting point. It encourages you to be curious, to take a leap of faith, even if it's small. You don't need to have every step figured out to begin. Maybe there's something you've been thinking about doing traveling, starting a new project, making a change, but fear or hesitation has been holding you back. The Fool says, go ahead. Try. It's okay not to know where it leads. This card reminds us of those moments when we did something spontaneous, like taking a different route home and discovering something new, or trusting our gut and realizing it was spot on. Today might be the perfect day to embrace the unknown a little more. And finally, we have the Queen of Swords, who brings clarity, wisdom, and a sharp sense of truth. This energy invites you to step fully into your voice, especially in situations where you might have stayed quiet in the past. If there's something on your mind, or a truth you've been hesitant to speak, today is about giving yourself permission to be honest, both with others and yourself. The Queen of Swords doesn't sugarcoat things, but she also doesn't use her truth to wound, she uses it to liberate. This could be a beautiful moment for journaling, reflecting, or having a meaningful conversation that clears the air. And if you've recently been navigating confusion, her presence is a signal that mental clarity is returning. Trust your insights. You know more than you think. So today, with the Two of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Nine of Wands, the Fool, and Queen of Swords, you're being asked to balance, to feel, to persist, to leap, and to speak. There's a rhythm here, a dance between emotion and action, vulnerability and courage. If that resonates with you, I'd love to know how it shows up in your life right now. What are you holding in balance? What leap are you ready to take, even if it's just a baby step? Have you spoken a truth lately that felt like setting yourself free? Let this be your invitation to check in with your heart and your intuition today. Share in the comments if any of these messages felt like they were meant for you. And remember, even when the path feels uncertain, even when you're carrying more than you'd like, you are moving forward, growing wiser, and becoming more you with every step. You've got this.